house, bring out the World Cup trophy.
What a moment, though.
Love the casualness, just one hand, just so casual, just
he looks like
just bowling about with it.
He looks like he's been curling World Cups for a while.
But just putting a cap on that for Argentina, it's still so much that they can be proud of. There's Argentine fans now leaving the stadium, and although they're disappointed, I think there's still so much that they can be proud of, especially when you have had a chance to watch Messi and this team succeed in the way that they have for so long.
I mean, that team that was in the crowd today, the previous World Cup team, unbelievable lineup of players. For Spain, yeah, unbelievable lineup of players. Isn't that amazing to kind of erase that? And not to erase it, but just to cement yourself
build
amongst those great players in that great team. I mean, a lot of the players in this team, you know, young players for Spain, would have grown up watching them, absolute icons, heroes. You know, so now be able to walk among them, being a World Cup winner, must be really special for them.
Yeah. Well, look, there's going to be a lot of awards handed out before we see Spain lifting that World Cup trophy, starting with Fair Play Award. You've got the top goal scorer, FIFA Best Young Player. God, we have not even discussed that. The Golden Glove, Adidas Golden Ball, obviously the match officials. Who gets the Golden Ball?
Do you think, Donald, by the way, do you think he's in the trophy lift? Like in the World Club Cup final where he's in the middle of it?
I wouldn't put it past.
Who gets the Golden Ball? Yeah,
I'm probably gonna give it to Messi, but just on Messi again, right? Like, it's so interesting, and we've been privileged to watch him evolve, I would say, right? You almost feel like, oh, there's a moment where he's hit his peak, and now he should be turning a corner and starting to slowly, but no, his most successful moments with the national team have been as he's aged, right? Talk about the amount of goals he scored in the World Cup, 21, 15 of those came age 35 or older, right? So the success that he's had when he lifted a trophy, it's when he was older. And so it just speaks to how he's evolved, how the national team has evolved around him and found ways to fully support him, to allow him to be his best when he puts on that blue shirt for his country. And it's just, I mean, it's a special occasion. I don't think we can say enough about, again, the legacy that he leaves behind, both as an individual, but also the inspiration and the joy, the happiness that he brought to this fan base to bring them this level of success.
Just bringing it back to Spain, I think the fact that there's no real standout. I mean, you know, you say Lamine Yamal is the star of the show, of course, but there's no real standout characters. Like if Argentina win it, you'd have got Messi, Golden Ball, right? You look at Spain, you think every single player has pulled their weight in some way at some stage. There's no real. It's not because they're, you know, lesser players. It's because they've all operated on a certain level that puts them all in with a shout of it. You could pick the centre halves. Kubarsi, I think, has been phenomenal. You know, if you think about his age, you know, they've conceded one goal, right? Why could we not pick a defender for the Golden Ball? You know, we're always looking at the stars of the show. You know what I mean? Like
Cannavaro won one in 2016.
There you go. Like
20 years ago.
I mean, if they conceded one goal, is what I'm saying.
That's incredible.
I mean, Kubarsi is what? How old is he now?
19.
19 years old. That we're not talking about him. We're talking about
same age as Lamine Yamal.
That's what I'm saying, right? So let's not forget how fantastic he's played.
I tell you what, let's bring this up on the screen right now, because we were debating, we were talking, and we finally came to a decision. The team of the tournament. Right, let's quickly.
He didn't even get in the
this.
team. Look.
Right, starting with the goalkeeper. Go on, Casper. Why?
Well, you go through a World Cup conceding one goal. I mean, you can't not be in team of the tournament for me. I mean, he's just been the epitome of consistency, and he's been there when he's needed, and he's done his job perfectly.
Can we put Kubarsi in ahead of?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking the same.
Listen, we'll do it. That was a.
Just love Kylian Mbappe.
Just edit that in post.
We wanted to go to a 3-back so we could add some more in there, right?
So we have some more
attack.
attackers. Yeah, listen, we initially Olise somehow was not in there, and I thought
it's a pretty attacking team.
I was going to say, I don't think there's a lot of tracking back going on there.
Listen, you got three in the back, and you got Rodri. All right, that's all you need.
Okay, fine.
Bob's going to be sick if he sees.
Yeah. Oh, no, Bob's going to be. He's going to feel like we were right because Enzo got the red card today, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But look, even in that midfield, does that sum up the World Cup that we've had? The amount of goals, the attacking, mindset of most of the teams to go for it and leave everything out there.
Well, we've seen everybody's on.
Bar Argentina today.
Yeah, bar Argentina. But that's the thing. I mean, we've seen all the big stars. They've come to the World Cup and they've gone for it. Absolutely been incredible, and that's what the World Cup's all about. It provides a stage where you can show everything, and yeah, it's incredible to see how many of them turned up.
There's our boy.
There you go.
Your boy Crouch.
They
They were listening to you, mate.
Peter Crouch.
That direct line to FIFA you've got, innit?
Next up, Golden Glove, Casper. Yep.
Has to be. I mean, it's an incredible feat. He's one of those goalkeepers that people probably wouldn't pay too much attention to, because he's not the big, flash kind of goalkeeper. He does his job, gets on with it. I think he's the perfect goalkeeper for this team, and also to done what he's done when you've got Garcia, you've got David Raya behind you. That's pressure as well. To just come in and do what he's done that's such a testament. And the interesting thing for me was when Roger went off, the captain's armband went to him. That says something about his standing within this group. He's a leader within this group, and it says something about what they think of him.
It's a calmness about him, isn't there? As well?
Exactly.
He feels unflappable.
Look at him. Looks chilled.
So cool.
He didn't have to do anything today.
Well, again, that goes to the relationship. You talked about the relationship, and the pairings and stuff. That group, they've conceded practically no chances because they work so well together. That communication must be absolutely on point.
Rodri getting golden ball.
It looks like
Top class player.
Wow, surprised.
A defensive player, you said?
No, well, as I said, when you play that way, I mean, he conducts things, he keeps the ball, he's never in any trouble. Defensively, he helps out. He's always in the right place, and he's captain of the world champions
And European champions.
You can't really argue with it.
No, you can't. I mean, top class player. Top class player. You can tell he's happy, isn't he?
He's really kicked on as well, by the way, hasn't he? Because he had a difficult period with his injury, obviously dark spells. So for him to come through that and
incredible comeback. I mean, I don't know. I've been lucky enough to not have a big knee injury like that, but to have that after you win the Ballon d'Or, to then come back, that takes some will, some character.
Yeah. I think you'll think about that. Like the dark days when you're in the rehab and you're on your own and it's dark and it's lonely. To now be stood like that there, a world champion, the best player at the tournament.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal.
By the way, this is hell for Argentina. Like, having to wait this long on the pitch and letting it all sink in, watching the other teams celebrate, watching all the fans, everyone happy. You just want to get off the pitch, get in the dressing room, get as far away from all of this as possible.
This moment, Messi leads his team up. Not the moment he wanted. The guard of honor for Messi and Argentina. Like you said, it hurts.
That's the worst part of losing a trophy, right? Is having to sit there and watch your opponent lift a cup that you thought was going to be yours. That you, same as them, willed yourself into this position, sacrificed so much to give yourself a chance, and then you come up short, but
yeah, because no matter what, you feel, it doesn't matter how you lose it. So you feel like you've let people down. It's a horrible feeling. I've been there myself. Only luckily once, that trying to lose a final, and it's the worst possible feeling. And for someone like Enzo Fernandez, I can't imagine what he's going through right now. He's probably, I don't know if he's out there or if he has to stay in the dressing room, but it's a lonely, lonely place. And when you go into the dressing room, the silence, it's eerie. It's really, really eerie how. And the bus ride back to the hotel, and you see your family, and that for me was always when it kind of hit. It was after when you then see your family, and you've been away. They've been away from their families for 7-8 weeks practically. To then come back and have lost it. That's such a tough thing. And the next few days, the next week or so, it's going to be really tough to be around people, and you've got to wrap your head around it. And everywhere you go, people are going to be reminding you of it, and there's no one that can say anything, There's no one that can say anything that can help you.
I think losing the finals, it's harder than losing in an earlier stage of the tournament. Because there's the emotion now on Messi's face.
Is that the emotion, him knowing, do you think? This is it.
Well, he's just walked past the trophy, you know, and,
Never get
and
this.
you know he'll have seen that moment in his head of where he won it. So you know, reality hits home that it just wasn't your day, and that's a tough emotion.
That was a hard watch to watch that, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they'll get heroes welcome when they go back to Argentina, I think. You know, especially that man now, if it is his last World Cup, you know, what he's achieved, what he's done, you know, fans still hanging around to give them the send-off that they deserve. They've been warriors, they've been Trojans, they've been difficult to beat, they've been intense. If you're an Argentina fan, I mean, that's what you want from your team, right? You want them to give absolutely everything. You can't say to me there that they haven't given absolutely every inch to win it, but unfortunately they just fell short.
And it's unfortunate, you know, for what Messi has given football, you almost, if you're a neutral fan, you almost wish football could have given him one more gift, right? But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be for Argentina. That being said, it doesn't taint anything in my mind as to who this man is. I love this silhouette here as he stands alone, and because that's what he truly does. As it pertains to this sport, he stands alone. There's none like him. I hope one day there is someone that compares to him, because that's another absolute gift to this sport. But as it stands, this guy is in a league of his own. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
If it is his final game in an Argentina shirt, that's an iconic picture of him looking up at the fans and them giving their appreciation to him.
Well,
But it's Spain's moment.
an emotional Messi to Spain's moment. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. If we think back to game one to now.
Is Cabo Verde the third best team? I know we asked the question earlier, right?
Exactly. They didn't lose to any of them.
Good point.
But like we said, what they have given us, the class, how they've gone about things, defensive masterclass. You two all right? What's going on? We're debating?
Yeah, no, we're good. Go ahead.
That was tiff.
But this is what
They're saying they didn't lose
Pure
in 90
elegance.
minutes. Cabo Verde didn't lose in 90
Yeah,
minutes.
I agree.
But this is that moment, right? That you enter a tournament and you come in as one of the favorites. You dream. But as we all know, it doesn't always play out that way. But for Spain, after that first game, we were all asking questions like, is this Spain the real deal? Is Lamine going to kick on? Is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? And I think we probably expected a more attacking fashion or more goals to be scored. But success is success. Winning is winning. Finding ways to get to a final and then lift a trophy. I don't care how you do it. They did it in a pretty impressive fashion, and they're worthy champions. Spanish football is back on the rise. Back on top.
We were talking about it after the first game. There was a lot of talk. I never thought within their group there would be any kind of panic or any worry. You know, they went in 2010. They lost their first game and still ended up as world champions. So, you know, you said it there, Alex. It's not how you start; it's how you finish. And this team, I think, were just very, very calm and clear on who they were, what their identity was, what kind of team they were, and they just went quietly about their business. They weren't shouting from the rooftops of "We're going to do this." And that. Well, maybe Lamine Yamal was a little bit, but you know, they were just doing their thing, going along nice and quiet, knowing how good they were.
I don't know if there's been if the World Cup champions who've been quite as much as in control as Spain have in the history of World Cups. You know, the first game was disappointing. Other than that, were they ever in any bother at any stage? Maybe the last 5 minutes of the 120 in this one.
It's probably the most
and the
they've had.
first game. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a team less uncomfortable than this Spain team.
And in the two biggest games of the tournament for them, semi-final against France, which I think you picked Spain to win a tournament. I picked France because I thought France would beat this Spanish team.
He's a legend, this lad.
He's becoming his own little superstar there, isn't he?
But Alex, you talk about the future. I mean, this guy here, Cubarsí, is going to be a big part of that.
It's unbelievable. I just don't think we celebrate kind of defenders, you know, as much for obvious reasons. You know,
I don't know the obvious reasons.
They spoil the game.
Let's say that coming from you.
No, we don't. I mean,
What's happened?
The kid's 19 and he's played every minute of the game. You know, most minutes of the game, of every game, and they've conceded one goal. And he's good on the ball. He's level-headed. He is a fantastic player.
You know what, we're talking about Lamine Yamal in such a sense, but if we think about it, Haaland taking in the World Cup all over social media, being here, there and everywhere. Actually, Lamine Yamal was injured. He was walking himself back into the tournament, wasn't he? They was managing his minutes. I don't know, you just went about things in a different way. Cool is Lamine Yamal. He's just this cool little dude.
That's why I like the star that he is, man. Like he's very, very comfortable and confident in his own skin.
Okay, well, this is the moment we have been waiting for. I tell you what, it's been a long journey to get here. We are going to lay out for this special moment of the trophy lift. We're going to see you straight after this.
Now it will be the job of Rodri. With his teammates behind him, they've been together for the better part of 2 months now here in North America. And they traveled from Atlanta to Guadalajara to LA to Dallas and here to New Jersey. One final act on this incredible summer of soccer for Rodri to lift the trophy and for the celebrations to begin both here and overseas. And when Rodri's ready, here we go. Spain have won the World Cup.
Wow, well there you have it, 48 teams,